Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have a bombshell report that just dropped, shaking up the NFL world in a way nobody saw coming. ESPN has just revealed why Cooper Kupp, one of the league's most elite wide receivers, turned down the Dallas Cowboys and instead made the surprising decision to sign with the Seattle Seahawks. This move has sent shockwaves through the league, and we're going to break it all down for you. Make sure to stick around until the end, because we have some insider details that will change the way you look at this entire situation. If you love staying up to date with the latest NFL news, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an update. Cooper Kupp, the 2021 NFL Offensive Player of the Year and Super Bowl MVP, has been a dominant force in the league. His route running, hands, and football IQ make him a top-tier weapon for any quarterback. So when news broke that the Rams were willing to part ways with him, it sent teams into a frenzy. Among those teams, the Dallas Cowboys were heavily linked to Kupp. It made sense. Dallas has been searching for a legitimate WR2 to pair with CeeDee Lamb. After moving on from Amari Cooper and struggling with depth behind Lamb, adding a player of Kupp's caliber would have made the Cowboys' offense absolutely lethal. So, what went wrong? Why didn't Jerry Jones pull the trigger on making this happen? And why did Kupp himself turn down what many considered a dream situation in Dallas? ESPN sources are now shedding light on the behind-the-scenes details. And let me tell you, it's a wild story. One of the biggest reasons Kupp chose Seattle over Dallas was fit and scheme. Sources close to the situation have revealed that Kupp had deep concerns about how he would be utilized in Mike McCarthy's offensive system. We all know that McCarthy has taken over play-calling duties for the Cowboys, and his system is vastly different from the one Kupp thrived in under Sean McVay. The Rams' offense was designed around timing routes, pre-snap motion, and creative ways to get Kupp open in space. The Cowboys, on the other hand, have been moving toward a more traditional West Coast offense, which places a heavy emphasis on isolation routes. Kupp wasn't convinced that he would be able to replicate his success in an offense that required him to win one-on-one matchups consistently rather than being schemed open. This was a major sticking point for him. Another huge factor was the quarterback situation. While Dak Prescott is one of the more consistent QBs in the league, Kupp reportedly had concerns about how he and Dak would mesh on the field. Kupp has been used to playing with a quarterback like Matthew Stafford, who isn't afraid to take risks and push the ball downfield. While Dak is an excellent quarterback, he has shown a tendency to be more cautious at times, especially in high-pressure moments. Kupp wanted to make sure that wherever he landed, he would be in an offense that played to his strengths and gave him the best chance to maximize his production. He felt that Seattle, with Geno Smith's gunslinger mentality and the presence of an emerging offensive scheme under new OC Ryan Grubb, offered a better fit for his playing style. Now, let's talk about something that played an even bigger role than most people realize: culture. The Dallas Cowboys have always been one of the most talked about teams in the league. They have an enormous fan base, and with that comes an insane amount of pressure. Every move a player makes in Dallas is scrutinized to the highest degree. Sources close to Kupp revealed that he wasn't entirely comfortable with the idea of playing under that kind of constant microscope. The Cowboys' media circus is relentless, and while some players thrive in that environment, others prefer a more low-key situation. Seattle offers a much quieter atmosphere compared to Dallas, and that was appealing to Kupp, who prefers to let his play do the talking rather than constantly being in the headlines for non-football reasons. And then, of course, we have the financial aspect. Many assumed that Dallas had the upper hand when it came to money, but that wasn't necessarily the case. ESPN reports that Seattle was willing to offer Kupp a contract that provided not just a competitive salary, but also more long-term security. The structure of Seattle's deal gave Kupp more guaranteed money up front, and with the way the NFL contracts are structured, guaranteed money is king. While the Cowboys were interested, they weren't willing to get into a bidding war that would put their long-term cap situation at risk. This is a franchise that has been burned by big contracts in the past, and Jerry Jones was reluctant to go all in for a player who, despite his elite talent, has dealt with injuries in recent seasons. Another major point that sealed the deal for Kupp was the coaching situation. While Mike McCarthy is still very much on the hot seat in Dallas, Seattle provided Kupp with a stable coaching situation under new head coach Mike Macdonald. Even though Pete Carroll's departure marked the end of an era, the Seahawks have built a strong and united coaching staff that Kupp found incredibly appealing. He wanted to be in an environment where he wouldn't have to worry about a mid-season coaching change or an offense that was constantly in flux. There's also the personal aspect of this decision. Kupp and his family reportedly love the Pacific Northwest. He played college football at Eastern Washington, and being closer to home played a significant role in his decision. Sometimes, it's not just about football. It's about quality of life, comfort, and being in an environment where you can focus on the game without unnecessary distractions. Seattle offered that in a way that Dallas simply couldn't. So, when you put all of this together, it starts to make a lot more sense why Kupp ultimately turned down the Cowboys and chose the Seahawks. From scheme fit to quarterback play, from financial security to culture and personal reasons, there were multiple layers to this decision. Cowboys fans may be disappointed, but at the end of the day, this is a move that Kupp felt was best for his career and his future. But now, the big question is, where do the Cowboys go from here? Do they look for another veteran receiver? Do they address this need in the draft? With the NFC getting more competitive, Dallas cannot afford to miss out on adding another weapon to help Dak Prescott. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Should the Cowboys have done more to land Kupp? Or was this ultimately the right move for both sides? That's all we've got for today's video. But this story is far from over. We'll keep you updated on all the latest NFL news, so make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.